Hello, 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 and welcome back to another episode of Opinion or Opportunity. I am your host, Don Gringo, and as always, it's happy to be here and happy to see you. Just wanted to say thank you so much. Channel is growing. I hope everyone got a chance to see the last episode. A lot of good stuff is going on. We are currently under construction on our new webpage. I would hope everyone would go out there and take a look. I would love to get some feedback. You can turn around and reach me at opinion.opportunity@gmail.com. We will have a new email, but go to dongringo.com. Check it out. From here on out, I will be posting to all social media platforms, also as well as go to the website. And I will be doing exclusive content on there for people who visit the website. So, as always, if you're finding my content on YouTube, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you are following me on Facebook, please like and follow. If you are hearing my podcast, please share. Like it, share it. I would appreciate it. The growth has been great. I can't imagine it getting better, but I hope it does. Like always, everyone does this because they want to see something that they do grow. And I appreciate everything. So let's get into it. All right, so we're going to start off with the Breonna Taylor thing. I really haven't touched on it since it happened. I've only touched on the riots, but let's get into this because I think there's a lot of misinformation out there about what happened. And I'm going to show you that we've been hearing about this wrong, right? So the first thing I want to go over is what is the difference between a grand jury trial and a regular trial, okay? So the grand jury trial, the defense, the police officers, in this case, don't even get to have representation to tell their side of the story, right? So the grand jury trial is basically the prosecutor goes in there with a bunch of facts to a bunch of average people from the community, a bunch of average people. These are people who would be pulled in for jury duty no matter what, whether they're on a trial or a grand jury trial. They're told a bunch of information, and they're asked to make a decision on whether or not there is enough information to move forward with charges. That's what a grand jury trial is. It's nothing more. Is there reasonable doubt to think a crime may have been committed or has been committed, right? That's what a grand jury trial is. So everyone's all up in arms here, but that just goes to show that there wasn't enough evidence to prosecute all three police officers, and especially a murder charge at that. But we're going to move forward. So for months, we've been hearing how they served a no-knock warrant that these people were sleeping in bed and the police fired first. Now, just like a lot of other situations that have happened in the past, there's a lot of information put out there that is not factual. And this is why it was so surprising recently with a lot of these issues that the police are putting body cam footage out there so fast, right? Because usually this is an investigation, information, and they won't put it out there because they don't want to cause a panic, and they don't want to cause a scene, and they don't want to have problems, and they want to be able to move their investigation and finish it up in a timely manner to make sure that everything is gotten, the information is received in a non-biased format, and it's cost the truth, right? Because that's what we want to have is the truth. So basically here, a lot of the news, right? There was the warrant was not served as a no-knock warrant, right? That is the truth right there. The warrant was not served as a no-knock warrant.
At Baptist Health, we want you to know the facts.
Here, okay?
Visit BaptistHealthDocs.com to view a video of Dr. Haley Strickland on the role of the OBGYN hospitalist.
Why they served the
Baptist
warrant.
Health Louisville.
So it
be a
seems
healthier
to be
you.
that right here,
We decided
Breonna Taylor had been seen and surveilled. So basically right here, it's reported by the New York Times, provided details surrounding the roots for the search warrant. Taylor had previously relationship with a local man and alleged drug dealer, Jamarcus Glover. The report claims Taylor and Glover were still involved as recently as January. According to the recordings of the conversation between the two after his arrest. Okay? The Times also said Taylor was seen during the surveillance of an abandoned homes Glover used to allegedly package drugs for sale.
As well as working with the FBI crime lab.
So she knew what this guy she was doing was dating. She'd been seen on surveillance with him. She had phone call recordings after the fact, right? I mean, not phone call recordings, but the two were still involved as recently as January, according to recordings of conversations. So yeah, I did have it right. Recordings of conversations between the two after his arrest, right? So I'm not saying she's clean, I'm not saying she's 100% guilty, but she knew what the hell was going on, and she knew who she had in her life, right? She knew the type of people she was dating. I mean, let's face it. So their relationship began in 2016. Glover reportedly told police in a statement, okay, at one point that year, Taylor rented a car which Glover then used. So she rented the car for this guy. He goes and uses it. The car, listen to this, the car was found with a dead body inside the car. Shot 8 times.
These are crucial rules to ensure
along with Taylor's rental contract.
The Constitution. When prosecutors prematurely
this is the history, right? So this is, they're going to knock on her door. They know this. They know this.
Violating the accused.
Do you think they're not going to be prepared just in case? They found a dead body in the car that was shot 8 times. So just remember
that the accused is innocent until proven guilty.
We see Taylor was embroiled in the murder investigation at that point. Taylor was never charged, had no criminal record. Police suspected she was involved in Glover's drug trade, but of course he denied it. He was protecting her, right?
March 13th, officers from LMPD executed.
So basically, they didn't serve a no-knock warrant.
Springfield Drive.
So what really happened here is the police were investigating 2 men who had believed were selling drugs out of a house that was far from Miss Taylor's home. But a judge also signed a warrant allowing for the police to search Miss Taylor's residence because the police said they believed that one of the men had used her apartment to receive packages. Miss Taylor had been dating that man on and off for several years, but had recently severed ties with him, according to the family's lawyer. That's the family's lawyer. So they've been going back and forth for years, right? Miss Taylor and her boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, had been in bed, but they got up when they heard a loud banging on the door. So the police knocked. They identified themselves, right? But got up when they heard loud banging on the door. Miss Walker said he and Miss Taylor both called out asking who was at the door. Miss Walker later told the police he feared it was Miss Taylor's ex-boyfriend trying to break in. Right. Banging on the door. Police. Search warrant. It's got to be the boyfriend, right? Got to be the boyfriend. I'm calling this one out. Okay. I got to call this one out. Just don't believe it.
Was made to breach the door.
After the police broke the door off the hinges, Mr. Walker fired his gun once, striking Sergeant Mattingly in the thigh. So what did they expect was going to happen? So they show up at her house. She's been previously embroiled into a murder investigation where a rental car in her name had a body found in it that was shot 8 times. They show up to her house. They bang on the door. They have to break down the door after identifying themselves to get into the apartment. And then they were shot at and hit. So they don't expect nothing to happen, right? So everyone's upset. Now, these are the facts of the case. This is why we're rioting, right? This is it. Very hard to believe that this is what we're rioting over today. So what's also great now is the attorney, this is the family, the attorney general did not tell Taylor's mother that the charges were not in relation to her death, attorney says. So the family attorney turns around and says, we're going to blame it on the state that they didn't turn around and tell the mother that the charges that were filed against the police officers were not in her death. You have a family attorney for a reason. Stop being dramatic. If that woman's not doing her job or he or she, fire them. That's it. Fire them, get yourself a new attorney. I'm sure there's going to be one out there willing to take your case pro bono who would give you the right information and tell you what the hell's going on, because they want your case so that they can get other high-profile cases.
By our team indicates that only
don't know what to tell you there.
Was fatal.
Okay, bad circumstances all around on this one. It's actually a horrible scenario, right? It's really, truly is. So you see here, we're going to go into the riots. Riots are absolutely phenomenal, right? So here's a riot right here. Antifa rioter assaults cop who was knocked off the ground from his bicycle. Person then uses metal bat to strike him on the head. It's just incredible. I mean, they're over here, they're using, oh my God, he's using pepper spray. They just came up and whacked him in the back. That's assault with a deadly weapon. That's attempted murder. Right? That's attempted murder, right? You turn around and you whack someone in the back of the goddamn head with a metal baseball bat. That's attempted murder on a police officer. Period. Period. There's no way of denying that. You can't get around that. We're riding all over this country for what? For what? Misinformation? I mean, here's another one, right? This is them. People are running from the gunfire because the 2 police officers were shot, right? This is you can hear this.
They shooting guns out of real guns. They're blasting at the police.
I just don't know what to tell you people when it comes to your rioting. I mean, this is why Donald Trump's going to win. Because you guys keep rioting and doing stupid stuff on issues that don't even, relate. So, like, when you're rioting and you're going, because Black Lives Matter and you're burning down black communities, black companies, and you're looting and doing all this stuff, and everyone turns around and says, well, they don't want Trump to be president. Keep doing this shit. Keep doing this shit. I don't know what to tell you. Keep doing this shit. You're only making it worse. Right? So here, celebrities and athletes voice anger over Breonna Taylor grand jury decision. Who the hell made them the people to judge others? They don't even live normal fucking lives. They don't live like you and me. They don't live like that. Okay? And they go around with security, an entourage, or whatever. So if you're believing these goddamn idiots who get paid to act and to perform, that's their lives. And don't get me wrong, I'm just reading the facts of the news, and yes, technically I'm performing and acting, but this is fucking stupid. That's the truth. These are the people that you guys prop up and you think so much of. They're causing more anger, more drama, and they don't even live in the real world. So let's move on. This is beautiful because this was here in Austin, and as you can see in the background, I have a Texas flag. You got to hear her. This is absolutely crazy.
I just got home. Sorry, I'm a little bit out of it right now. I just got home. I was covering the Black Lives Matter Antifa march tonight in Austin, Texas, downtown, and I got mobbed. So I'm here now, home safe and sound. I'm going to be filing a police report. I just wanted to come home as soon as possible and change all of my passwords and accounts and whatnot because they stole my phone after they mobbed me. I was following them all night long, and I wasn't really talking with any of them other than those 2 protesters who were armed. I was like, hey, what do you guys have the gun for? But other than that, I really wasn't talking to anybody. I really wasn't trying to make myself known. I was just there observing the scene. And then one of the Antifa reporters who I've talked to a couple times just comes up to me and says they know. And at that point, I probably should have left, but I was like, no, it's fine. There was a huge police presence, and we weren't really anywhere like in a dark alley or a dark streetway or anything like that. And then we turned down 6th Street, and this guy just starts chanting my name, going, that's Savannah Hernandez, that's Savannah Hernandez. And I turned around, and I felt someone punch me in the back of the head.
So they're assaulting this poor woman. It's absolutely crazy. They're assaulting this poor woman.
And as you guys can see luckily, my face isn't really messed up at all, and I didn't take too many punches to the face because I don't think they were expecting me to fight back or defend myself, but they quickly learned that I was going to. So luckily, my face was unharmed, but my neck's hurting a little bit because I got punched.
No, as you can tell, I mean, the world's just going crazy, right? If you're riding, if you're out there doing this stuff, you must be bored off your fucking mind. Okay? You must be just fucking bored. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, the truth is out there. Sometimes the truth doesn't come in 24 hours. This isn't a TV show. This isn't going to, end in 30 minutes, a half hour, an hour, we're 2-hour movie. We're going to get results. DNA don't work like that. Neither does the legal system, never has. I don't know what to tell you. If you're really thinking that, you've got mental issues. You need to get over yourself. But with that being said, this was a more of a serious one at this point. I do have another show I want to do, but I just need to get this off my chest. This is absolutely crazy. Everyone professes they don't want Donald Trump reelected. Just keep doing this shit. Just keep doing it. You're going to get what you don't want, and you're making it happen because you ain't taking the time to have a little patience to see what the truth of the matter is. You're letting people, celebrities, politicians rile you up, and you're not going to get the result that you want. Because no one, including me, is going to think you're reasonable. No one, including me, is going to want to deal with you. I'm telling you right now that you keep defunding the police, you keep doing this stuff. I don't know what kind of a community you live in today, but it ain't going to be the community you live in tomorrow. People already leaving. People are already leaving. And a lot of these communities right now, because of the crime rates going up so much, are already turning around and starting to refund the police. Why? Because you guys thought you could be accountable on your own and do the right fucking thing, but you can't. So we're going to end it there. This is a little bit more of a serious one. I do apologize for going on. I will talk to you in the next one, and we'll have a little bit more fun. Bye.